Good morning and welcome back to the channel. I'm out here today on the property on the very south end side. Right behind this mess is the south property line, and towards this direction is the southeast corner. But you can see here on this property line, it's just a big mess of just brush and vines. Not really anything good left here. You can see we've got some autumn olive over here. So I'm gonna get the mulcher out today on the Bobcat, try to clean up this mess a little bit. You can see over here to the left, this is the area, if you remember, we had a video where Allison's dad got the backhoe stuck. This is where it was stuck back here. So let's take a step in here and kind of show you what we're going to be dealing with today. We've got some trees right here. This is maybe 3 inches or so, but most of this is just junk. You can see here we've got a lot of vines, a lot of autumn olive back here. Just a big mess. But right here, where these big mature trees start, that actually is the south property line. You can see there. So I'm gonna try to get as close as I can to that. You can see here's a tree that I'll keep. But yeah, most of this is just junk. So I'm gonna get on the Bobcat and go ahead and get started. There's more of that fencing right there. Oh my gosh, it's bumpy. What a mess. Just slow and steady. Something is burning. That's not good. Smells like when you use a circular saw. wood is definitely burning. So I'm going to get out, see what's going on. I'm kind of stuck in here though. Let's see if I can cut my way out. I don't know if you can see it. It's something smoking down here. So let's get out and check it out. Let's see if I can see anything this way first. Nothing looks to be caught up in the drum. Let's get out and check it out. Oh yeah, it's wrapped up in here. So I got to be really careful because you get brushed back here. You got hot exhaust. These things can catch on fire, and you don't want to be stuck in here if it catches on fire. Let's see if I can get the drum to spin. There it goes. I think that vine just flew out of there. Okay, it looks to be good to go. But yeah, guys, that's something I really have to keep an eye on. I have to keep my head on a swivel looking behind me. Because like I said, all this brush will fall on the back where your exhaust is. And I've heard a lot of stories about these forestry mulchers causing fires. All right, so let's get back at it. Look at this mess. Jeez. Just gonna grind it down. Go too fast, you can bind it up. You gotta kind of find that happy spot where it just keeps mulching. You don't want to rush it. And a lot of times, back dragging gets a lot done. Look too. See that? All right, so I'm always looking to my left, to my right. We got a big rotted tree to my right. But let's see if we can clean up close to it. Look at that, it just sucks it in. A mess. Teeter-totter. Come on, something. see. Let's get this. Vines have done a number on this property. It cost me many of hours, but that's all right. There we go. Let's turn around and see what we've got. We've got a mess is what we've got. Let's keep chipping away at it. Let's reach up here so we get some of these vines down. This is the stuff that you can't really get with the bush hog. Way too thick for it. Got some really big mature trees back here. Wow. Look at all these vines. These are really hard to get too. So you just want to wrap around the drum instead of cut. It's gonna look like a tornado went through here first, but that's all right. Alright, let's keep on trucking. A lot of sweet gum back here too. different angle on this little tree I took down.
All right, so making progress today, just little by little. But you can see we're really starting to get to the edge of the property line here where these big mature trees are. Got a big cottonwood right here. And then check out this, I think it's oak. This oak tree right here. This thing's massive. But just like everything else, it's getting strangled by vines. But look at the size of this. I mean, I can't even wrap my arms around it. It's a good, I don't know, 6 feet wide. But I'm gonna keep chipping away at it. I'm gonna move down here now. I'm walking towards the southeast end of the property, and it gets really thick with brush right here. So I'm gonna set the camera up down here. I'm gonna start knocking out all of this. So as I'm walking here, I'm getting to the edge of the southeast end of the property, which is way back here. But you can see it's just a lot down here. So stay tuned, let me get the camera set up. We'll have round two.
I'm gonna start on the outside edge here and just kind of work my way in. So here's another autumn olive right here. Let's go ahead and get that. Getting thick. More autumn olive back here. A lot of it. Can't really tell on the camera, but I just went down and up a slope. It's getting pretty steep right here. Going this direction, it goes uphill quite a bit. Might be hard to tell on the camera, so I gotta be really careful, especially if I get the mulcher head up in the air. But I can feel it right now. The Bobcat's getting a little bit tippy. So let me get straightened up over here. I might have to go up and down this slope instead of side to side. Figure it out. A lot of the stuff's wanting to get bound up in the mulching drum. What a mess. Another big autumn olive right here. Let's get that. Whew. All right, so I'm going uphill.
cut another strip, heading back where we started. This stuff's pretty nasty. Uh-oh. Something happened there. Did not like that. Let's see what's going on. Okay. I think we should be good. Oh yeah, it's just getting caught up in the drum again. So let's spin it. Okay, it's spinning free. So slowly bring it down. This is kind of showing you the weakness of this mulching head. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a beast of a piece of equipment, but when you start getting into this really stringy stuff and this viney stuff, sometimes you can't go as fast as you think you would. You gotta be really careful because this is the perfect size to get caught up in the drum. You just have to go really slow. Now, if these were just like 2 to 3 inch saplings, just trees growing, I could go through it all day long. But this, you gotta really be careful. I don't even know what's in here. There could be concrete blocks, there could be fence posts, I mean, there could be anything. I really don't want to mulch that. I mean, you can see right here, I'm pretty much driving blind. So let's back drag and see what we've got. All right, let's come around this angle here. Blind again. A dead, rotted tree. Let me see if I can break that. Alright, let's turn around and see what we got. Feel that slope again when I backed down. Alright, big autumn olive here. Let's go ahead and nuke this guy. Pretty thick. You've got to know the limits of your equipment. And I'm still learning, but I think I know what this mulcher can handle and what it can't. So the more you operate it, the less you'll have to get out and free it up. Just got to go really slow. You can't be in a hurry. If you feel the RPMs drop, just kind of lift up. Okay, so I just killed the drum there with the trigger. It started to bind up. So I'm gonna back out. You can see we've got a big mess right here. Let's see if we can go right through it. So I'm gonna start the mulcher head again. I'm using my foot down here on the bottom right to give it a little throttle. You can see the pressure of the mulcher head go when I give it some throttle. So let's try to mulch right through the center of this. See what we got here. Let off again, it started to bind up. So let's back up and see what we've got. Okay, start it back up. Make sure it's spinning freely. Okay, there we go. It's ready to mulch. Let's just find a good spot. You don't want to dig, but you want to get low enough to where you get the bottoms of the trees and the brush. I'm starting to smell something burning again. It's probably just the wood. There we go. Okay. Almost killed it there. Start it back up. Okay, so it is bound up now. Let's see what we've got. Yep. Okay, so we've got some sticks and vines in there. So here's what we do. I'm backing up. So I'm going to push this down on the ground. And I'm going to use the weight of the machine. I'm going to walk it back. And I don't know if you can see, but the drum is spinning now. So hopefully that will unravel those vines. So let's pull it up and check it out. I should be able to spin it. Okay, so we're spinning free again. Guys, just like with any piece of equipment, the tractor, the mini excavator, the Bobcat, you're using all of your senses. I'm smelling things, I'm feeling things, I'm looking for things. You've got to really be on point. Because a lot of things can go wrong. You can get in a lot of trouble or get hurt or get killed. It's not what I want to happen.
Autumn olive plants back here. Man. There we go. Sometimes you just have to do multiple passes on it. It's really easy to sit here and try to get it all at once, but a lot of times I like to knock it down on the ground and then come back and do what I call like a cleanup pass. But do what works for you. I'm still learning. Like I said, this is all still fairly new to me. Just got to get hours behind the machine. See, I've got high tensile strength wire back here, some galvanized wire. We've hit that many a times with this mulcher head. That is not fun. You've got to get the angle grinder out, and it will take a few hours out of your day. All right, so let's turn around and start heading back where we started. Kind of start another cleanup pass. Okay, I'm on the slope. My left side is quite a bit higher than my right, but I think it's fine. See what we've got. Okay. Sometimes I'll just let it free spin, let it shoot out any debris. There you go, now you can hear it. It's not shooting anything out. So it's going to start it back up. We'll lower it until we feel it hitting the ground just a little bit. Tilt it forward, start doing a little cleanup pass. Got something over here. What is that? Looks like metal. Looks like a maybe a lawn chair or a bench maybe. Okay, glad I didn't hit that. But guys, there could be like metal T-posts back here, all kinds of things. Just gotta be really careful. I'm gonna lower it just a little bit more. I think it's looking all right. Like I said in that other video where I used the mulcher, you know, it's going to look worse before it looks better. It's going to leave a lot of these wood chips down on the ground, but they'll eventually rot, decompose, turn into soil. Oh yeah, it's looking a lot better. It's really opening this up back here. All right, whoa, what was that? Holy cow. Must be something on the ground. I just ran over something. Oh yeah. Big pile maybe? What is that? Okay, it's starting to get really sloped. There's a giant autumn olive right here. That thing's huge. That's going to be fun. Autumn olive actually has edible fruit. Me and Allison and the kids, we actually ate quite a bit of it. We just drive up to them and pick them off. They're kind of tart. It's actually pretty good. But it's highly invasive, and these things will just take over, kind of like Bradford pears. You let them go, and before you know it, that's all you've got. All right, let's turn around. You gotta be real careful turning around. It's going down a pretty steep slope, and I've got high tensile fence wire right here. So we've got to do like a 12-point turn here. Try not to slide, try not to tip. A lot of stuff going on at once. In every piece of equipment, I like to know what my oh crap is, and what I mean by that is if something starts to go wrong, the first thing you do, that's your oh crap move, and in here, you just let go of both sticks. So that is your oh crap move in a skid steer. If you do that, you'll just stop immediately. And everything is controlled by hydraulics, and so as soon as you let off, it immediately stops. So I'm constantly feeling for any tippiness, and I know right now, I'm kind of on an incline, so I'm being extra careful. Going extra slow. I'm feeling every little movement of the machine. Now normally, on slopes, you can go up and down, especially on a tractor. But in this case, I've got mature trees on my left, and on my right, I've got high tensile wire. So I'm gonna try to get what I can horizontal, and then I'm gonna come back, maybe go up and down later. Okay, this is that big autumn olive. So this is going to take some time here. Now what I don't want to do is raise this really high up and raise my center of gravity whenever I'm on an incline. That'd be a bad move. So I'm going to stay low to the ground, but I may have to come up from over here and go at it from the bottom of the hill up. Almost was enough to bind this up. So let's kind of loop around here. I'm going to go downhill. Try not to mulch my other camera. Got it right there, wrapped around the tree. You see that? All right, so I'm going to turn around. We're going to go straight up this hill. Now that's pretty steep. I can feel it. But actually, my tracks are spinning. I can't even go up this hill. That's how steep it is. Okay. Well, let's try to get it from this side. Where is that tree, that bench at? Is it? Okay, I think this is safe to get. Everything starts looking the same after a while. Okay, didn't want to go up there. Woo! It is steep. This thing is like a teeter-totter, so very slow movements. You don't want to do anything sudden. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I might not be able to get this done on the mulcher. I'm sure somebody with more experience would say that's no problem at all, but just like how you have to know your machine's limits, you have to know your limits too. And like I said, I'm still fairly new at this, so I'm not trying to get hurt. Let's see what I can do. Pucker factor is high right now, guys. Kind of have to plan out your moves before you do it. You gotta know what you're gonna do next. So right now I'm gonna kind of back around, put the front end up the hill, and try to go back the direction we started. And it is muddy right here, really bad. The alternative to using the mulcher is to get out here with the chainsaw on foot and cut all of this stuff down, and then I can use the grapple on the tractor to take loads to a burn pile. But that doesn't really sound like a lot of fun. So I'm gonna get what I can with the mulcher, get what I can safely at least. Now Allison's dad, he's a little more fearless than I am in this thing. He'd probably be going up and down twice as fast as I am, but I'll get there. Another big autumn olive here. I'm not sure where that fence line is though, so I don't want to get too close. I'm just kind of inching my way towards the property line. See, we've already got a whole lot done already. Oh yeah, it's looking better. Let me turn around where you can see it. Much better. There's that metal bench. I'll take this guy down. Somewhere back here is that metal fencing. I don't see it. I think it might be back here though. Okay, it's starting to get a lot steeper as we get towards the southeast corner. Okay, yeah, so we got a little tippy there. Got to be really careful here. Keeping an eye on my engine temperature, my fuel, my hydraulic pressure. Everything's still in the green, everything looks good. Okay, this is a pretty steep slope again here. Whoa, yeah, right there. It gets really tippy. Sliding down the hill. See the galvanized wire just to the right here. We'll leave that guy nice and straight. Right back here is where Craig got the backhoe stuck. Definitely tell where we started and stopped. Alright, so let me get the other camera set back up somewhere down here. We'll knock out this strip here.